It was so interesting going into work, and not only did the supervisor have to go to like urgent care, old girl called out, right? And then the person who works before me called out, right? So I met this new kid, young man. Um, yeah, strange. It's a matter of like energy clashing. Yes, it is. I sat down last night and I recorded something and I didn't upload it or anything because I had something that I wanted to take care of. So I got myself in order, right? Took care of that because I had time to take care of that. But, anyways, I was discussing how I can get so wrapped up in what I'm doing, what I'm working on, right? Like, you have to understand, like, this shit that I do for this paper, for these people, very secondary, right? Like, and I understand or sometimes maybe I get imbalanced, right? Where I'm working too much on that and forgetting to apply it to my immediate space, but I expect myself to already operate cohesively with it, right? If that makes sense. Um, but I had a bunch of epiphanies over the last 24 hours, yeah. Starting with that strange connections, right? And there was another one. So I checked my phone whenever I got up, and my supervisor had called me at 2:35, right? And I thought, well, that's weird, right? But it's whatever. So I counted the hours from the time that I got off of work to the time that she called me. It was the exact amount of hours that the girl who called out after her shift waited to call out. Yeah. And that was the same time that she called me. And I was just like, what is this shit, right? So, anyways, I get to work and then all that stuff. It's whatever. Yeah. It's whatever. Well, this morning she comes in, right? One that called out yesterday. And she is just playing it up hard, right? Playing it up hard. And I have decided, I've just been observing. You know, sometimes it's smart to play dumb. It is. And I play dumb a lot, right? Just so that I can observe people. The phrase, if you give a person an inch, they'll take a mile, right? So it's good to just observe people, let them think whatever, blah, 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 watch them operate, right? Because over time, like you'll, they'll, they'll reveal through pattern, right? So one thing that I notice is that like when it's her time to leave, right? If I have to relieve her, she's out the door very, very quickly, right? But whenever I need to leave in the mornings, she wants to keep me there and chat. It's like she has like in the negatives of energy, right? Like she's so like life force energy drained that she has to like suck it out of someone else, right? And so she interacts with people or keeps them in her space in order to do that, right? Facts. Yeah. So this morning, I was like, as soon as she comes in here, right? And she came in just barely by the like nick of, clock in time. And I was like, as soon as she comes in here, I'm getting my things and I am out the door. I'm not wasting any more time entertaining this, right? None. And she comes in with the story. Oh, yeah, I mean, just not even a good actress, yes. And you may say, well, you don't know that. If anybody knows it, I do, yeah. Yeah, facts. I can tell you a story about a girl I worked with, right? It was whenever I was a waitress at Texas Roadhouse many, many years ago, right? And Texas Roadhouse does their like little dancing things, right? So we had like a line dancing competition, in the city, right? So we would practice, right? And she would bring her daughter, cute little girl, right? Very small, sweet 4-year old. Her daughter died, right? And everyone around her, everyone there was just, oh, I feel so sorry for you, blah, blah, blah. And I felt as I felt today. Yeah. Nothing. No sympathy. Right. And so everybody wanted to attend the funeral and this and that, right? And I was like, no, I'm not entertaining any part of this. Yeah. Do you know that her and her boyfriend killed that little girl? So trust me, I know. Yeah. Just like there was a guy that attacked me on social media once. Yeah. And he was just being so condescending, right? And so I sent him a meme about respecting women. Do you know what he did? Do you know what he did in 24 hours? He was on the run, caught in Michigan after his grandmother and his mother. Yeah. 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 It doesn't matter if I'm like in your immediate space, right? It doesn't matter. Like I can sense it. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, she come in with that shit. I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm out of here, right? But I started thinking, like, how have I been, right? Since I left my site, right? Since that contract ended, not to any fault of mine or my coworkers, right? So they sent me to Gainesville and to the city, and then I had that issue with the woman because she straight wired the fucking fluorescent lights. I'm not having it, right? I understand how lights work. I do. And actually, there's a video. One of the creators that does like the random TikToks, like somebody caught on to this. I guess he has LED lights in his house, right? And I don't. Like right now, I have this one on, right? Like this is the little ring thing, my bobber or whatever. Um, but in my lamps, like it is all vintage bulbs. Yes, all vintage, like all Edison, like this. Yeah. So, uh, anyways, he recorded. I guess in slow motion or whatever, and he could see that the LED lights flash, right? So just imagine the animation, right? This is my issue with these people and their lights, yeah. Because I have mixed lights, yeah. I have animated a painting, yes. I know, right? But stick with me, right? Like, just think in terms of blinking lights, like that mesmerizing thing. Yeah, that was on my community posts earlier. Yeah, just look into it. And then imagine all that TV yapping going on. Probably isn't good TV. Definitely not controlling your media consumption, your whatever consumption, right? It's not good. So, uh, anyways, so I left there and then I came here. It has been one negative suckhole, right? I have quit eating. Like no shit. No shit. I spent 2 days complaining about how everything is just so pointless, right? Like it's just so fucking pointless and yada 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 yada, you know. And I stopped and had a reflection, yeah. And I said, wow. I said, they really are. This really is just a really bad place, right? Like, I go in and my energy is being drained by this, yes? Drained by these people, the space that they dwell in, the energy that they bring with them. Like, I had like such severe anxiety yesterday over the last 2 days, right? Like, you saw all the light changes and stuff in my last two videos, and that was outside, yeah? Like, it, uh, it's taken a toll, yeah? Yeah. So, anyways, um, what I wanted to say was I immediately felt better whenever I looked for something else, found something else that was more close to my original state of whatever, right? And I think it's only like 3 days a week, 3 12-hour shifts, right? Like that's better for me. Yeah. I would much rather do that than spread my time over 5 days, drive over an hour and 20 minutes, making a lot less money, right? And then being drained by these miserable lizard saps, whatever they are. I noticed that some of the politicians are like glitching out and shit. Yeah. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah, just wait. Just wait. It's so funny. Oh, my community post today, right? I kind of did like a quick, here's a, these subjects go together. Yes. You should be able to watch them and get a cohesive picture. Just take all of that and then all the stuff that you see on my videos and apply it to organic and human potential, right? But even if something has been altered, right, by their agenda, right, their electricity or whatever, you could still, there is always a positive and a negative in science, right? If they're using it for a nefarious purpose, there is a way for you to use it positive to uh, negate the negative or either balance it, right? But yeah, I don't think, right? They don't expect people to be smart enough to like figure it out. So, because for forever they've had control of the narratives and such, right? And everyone's just accepted it, so no one's ever like exceeded that. So I don't know. I live for the I don't know. I live for the day. I live for the day. So we need to get people up to speed, make them like confident, yes, that they are in control of their lives, right? And their reality. And they always have choices, right? But they got to come out of this like fear dwelling energy, right? That takes time, I know. Yeah. But we'll get you there. Yeah. I wasn't even gonna record this. I was so tired. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep. It was bad. It's been bad. Oh, I was gonna say, I did my little video internet thing, which is why I look like this, right? Like, because I had a reason to, you know. Um, and I have a phone interview. There is absolutely no reason why. Like, it's the same work, right? So, yeah. So that's going well, right? And I will be respectful